Good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? Tuesday, I think it's May 26th. I think. I don't know. I lose dates sometimes. But anyways, first day the stock market is open after the Memorial Day weekend. I hope you enjoyed it. A couple of quick things. We did not make my goal, kind of a soft goal of 7,000 subscribers by Monday. We got close, but we didn't get there. So I don't know. A little disappointed, I guess. But that's okay. We're going to keep doing this each and every day. And again, today, man, if you're in the stock market today, I think you're feeling pretty good. We broke the 3,000 mark on the S&P, broke the 25,000 mark on the Dow. As I've kind of said in the title, it feels like party time. It's, party like it's 1999. You're feeling good. The question I have is, does it continue? I haven't changed my opinion. My opinion, as many of you like to remind me, has been extremely wrong. This is this is one hell of a bear market bounce. Frankly, it's large enough now. It probably should be called a new bull market, right? We broke the 3,000 level. We're above the 200-day moving average. It is impressive to watch. It is probably another sign that thou shall not fight the Fed. The amount of liquidity being pumped in, impacting asset prices, is amazing. It is a sight to see. We are a consumer-based economy, and the consumer has been shut off, but the stock market hasn't cared. So again, you see something new every time. I have no faith in this market. But again, as I've told you many, many times, I have $0 committed. So it doesn't matter. What I look for is real estate information, which again is like the stock market. It's on fire. We have some numbers today that are important. And cost of capital. And cost of capital is going lower and lower and lower. So for me, all good news. So let's talk about it. Again, we've already hit the Dow breaking 25,000, the S&P breaking 3,000. Near as I can tell, this is all on hopes of a vaccine. There has been increasingly good news that there may be a vaccine created in record time, available by the end of the calendar year. Man, when you get all the smart people working on one problem, it is amazing what could happen, and I wish them nothing but the best of luck. A couple of good numbers again reported today. We got consumer confidence. It was up from last month. Again, the reopenings have at least felt good. The consumer feels better, right? This is, the question now, is this the kind of revenge spending that I highlighted about a month ago? What China was seeing is, right, people just rush out and then they contract. We will see. The New York Stock Exchange, kind of a big deal. They are open at least slightly. They have 25% of the floor traders on the floor, which is 9 weeks after they closed it. And we talked about that 9 weeks ago. A couple of interesting rules. They do not want anybody taking mass transit. If you know New York, there's obviously a lot of folks get there via subway. That's a non-starter. If you take the subway, you can't play. They will be social distancing, wearing masks, and taking temperatures. This is all about layers of protection and probably trying to make people feel better. So it is interesting. Case Shiller came out, and for March, prices were still rising. This is based on sales. Again, March is a messy month because, again, the contracts were signed in late January or February, but pricing is still up. The three hottest markets in March were Phoenix, up 8.2%, Seattle, up 6.9%, and Charlotte, 5.8%. If anybody's watching this from Phoenix, Seattle, or Charlotte, I'd love to hear from you below what is going on now in May, because this Case Shiller data is almost useless, right? It's March data, and now we're in May. So I'd love to hear from you. I hear, again, I follow some people who are in Phoenix. Phoenix is still on fire. Supply of homes is down, still pretty active. I hear Seattle is seeing some price drops in the high end. But again, below the median or at the median is still on fire. Don't know much about Charlotte, so if anybody's watching from there, let me know. So that is cool. The other thing that is obviously important is it's a supply-demand problem. Shiller highlights that in March, supply was down 10.2% year on year. Again, if you take out 10% of supply and you only take out 5% of demand, it's, the demand supply imbalance gets even more interesting. Mortgage rates are more and more prints, as they call it, are below 3%. That is amazing. 2.99, 2.89, I heard once. Again, for the people that have the credit, the down payment, 30-year money with a 2 on it. I almost can't fathom that. That's just so amazing. Couple of quick things going on. You're starting to see some layoffs outside of hotels and restaurants and retail. This is the delay that I indicated has been coming. It took a while to ripple through. McLaren, I don't know if you know who they are. They're obviously the high-end car manufacturer. They're laying off 25% of their workforce. Rolls-Royce, really the aviation division, right? Engines. They are laying off folks, about 9,000 people. Molson Coors, the beer, Coors, and Coors Light, I guess. They've suspended their dividend and furloughing people. Again, this is working up the food chain, folks. The people that think the economy was just about restaurants, hotels, and retail are not paying attention. The consumer is turned off, right? If Coors has had to let people go and suspending their dividend, these should be signs. And the fact that the stock market is raging higher, I don't understand, but it's okay. I'm going to just keep looking at real estate. AutoZone beat top and bottom line. I actually said this on Monday when I was talking about the earnings of the week. I expected AutoZone to do well. People are keeping their cars longer. And if that's true, AutoZone's going to continue to do well. Crocs is up. They actually up 14% in March. These are those foam shoes, I guess. Crocs is the only one of 30 shoe manufacturers to be up, have retail or have sales go up. So obviously a great online presence and doing quite well for themselves. And then we have Southwest Airlines getting an upgrade from UBS on, I guess, a trend on the reopening. So again, this is a very, very interesting market. I did get some data on America's largest landlord, Invitation Homes. I'm probably going to do a separate video on them, and given it's a lot of data. But needless to say, the largest American landlord, Invitation Homes, has had good, if not great, rent collection in, April and May. But they are also raising liquidity because they see some dark skies ahead. So we will talk about that in a separate video. But at the end, for anybody invested in the stock market, congratulations. The market has done really, really well. I don't know what else to say. Breaking the 200 moving average, S&P above 3,000, Dow up 25. It is a pretty good day. Consumer confidence up. I guess the last thing I caught right before I hit play or record or live, I guess, is new home sales appears to have drastically exceeded expectations. New home sales, we're looking at a estimate of a drop, and it looks like they came in just a tick above even. So I think they were up 0.3, which is a big beat. We are going to have to watch the new home sales and see what's going on. It looks like the prices have fallen. Again, the average transaction. So again, what you've seen me talk about on this channel for a while seems to be happening. I tried to wait for the information to come out so I can get it. But again, it looks like new home sales are up. A lot of this is in the first time buyer market at a cheaper price point. I think people are moving out of apartments, certainly Class A. They're moving out of the cities. San Francisco is getting hit pretty hard with people not renewing leases and getting out. New York is, a month ahead of San Francisco. People are looking to get space. And, for what you pay in rent for a one bedroom in San Francisco, you really can buy a house in many, many states and frankly have a better standard of living. So it is going to be interesting to see what's going on. I do wish I had more details on that. I will look it up, and if it's really meaningful, do a second video on it today. So that's what I got for you today. Daily financial news. We do this every day about 7:30 or so, unless we have an interview with someone. So have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Bye.